There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. And you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when a hero like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that the hero lies in war.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it away, XD.
Whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, 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 ha. Whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha.
Woo!
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to the safest place in hell is Jaden XD.
Soft and pillowy.
Yeah, yes. Softest place. Not to be confused with Escape's softest place. Because that's just coochie.
That's the middle of the pussy.
Coochie chat with Jaden XD.
Speaking of Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day weekend, everybody, for those who celebrate.
Yeah.
Peace to those who are in bereavement.
Yes.
And all that good stuff that comes with Mother's Day.
Yo, happy Mother's Day to my mom, your mom, and all moms. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
Peace to everybody on this occasion.
Yes. Occasion.
Happy Mother's Day, friend.
Oh, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Yeah. Do you have plans?
Yes, I made a request that I get to go to a hotel. And so I'm going to hang out with my family and go to dinner and spend one night with them in hotel. And then they're going to leave and I get a night for myself, a day for myself to do what I want. And that's cool with me. That is what I wanted. Mm-hmm.
That's fabulous. We're your hosts, Jaden XD. I forgot to mention that in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you clicked on the show.
On the
That's
cover.
what it's called.
Yeah. I've noticed that we're the only podcast that doesn't have like our name on the album art or cover art.
Oh, shit.
It's just, but when I thought about it, it's just big and bold and black and red. So it's just why.
Yeah. I mean, it's what it is. First of all, we came up with the name in 3 minutes. We're like, oh shit, what are we gonna call it? JDXD.
Yeah.
And that was
Scramble of
it.
the century.
Okay, and I think it was a pretty great transition. So, but happy Mother's Day to us, two Black mothers living in America, podcasting.
Yeah, exactly. It's what we are.
It's who we are.
Respect on our name.
We're like good moms, medium choices.
How was your week otherwise?
It was good. I was trying. I am going to Broadway Blacks presents the Black Theater Night, and I'm going to see Little Shop of
Ooh.
Horrors tonight. So that's going to be very exciting. So make sure you all
Ooh.
check out Broadway Black on all the socials so that you can stay tuned to everything Black happening in Broadway land. Shout out to Drew, who also was our voiceover for the
Our
Passion
variety
Post
special.
Prison recap.
Yeah.
Yes. So
You know, I every now and again Apple Photos reminds me of shit via memories or whatever, and I still have this picture. It came up a couple weeks ago where we went over to Crystal's house and Drew brought over
Ginger pie?
gentrification. Yeah, ginger pie. Yeah,
Yeah.
purple sweet potato pie.
That
it
was
was delicious, but
that was my
it's-
finest, one of my finest coin terms.
it
Drew
was
walked in there
ginger
with a
pie.
purple sweet potato pie, had oats on
Yeah.
top of it, and I said, "Drew,
It's delicious.
it was delicious." I said, "But this is ginger pie. This is not
Yeah.
regular ass nigga sweet potato pie." And listen, I host a series, Black Kitchen series, sponsored by Heinz. Innovators is this season. So I'm all about innovation, especially in Black kitchens. It was actually a very delicious pie, but we're going to call it what it was, a ginger pie.
Yeah, absolutely. Only a place where you can buy like xanthan gum. Like, you know what I mean? Like those
Or like,
They don't
or
sell
like
that
the tea
everywhere.
tree toothpicks.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Not Whole Foods, but something else like it. A trade market.
You can always
Yeah.
find 32 flavors of kombucha for certain.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know if I talked about this here, but my general annoyance with like LA and how they film everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they were filming
Which
in
is not
Trader
much
Joe's.
different than here.
Oh really?
I mean,
Oh,
you know,
that'd be
they,
even more annoying because of the fact that there's no fucking space.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Nigga, nothing is.
Wait a minute. We haven't even discussed this. Trader Joe's on 14th Street closed.
Yeah. Child, let me tell you, it was unionizing because they wanted a little bit more money. They
Oh.
wanted, fair shit. So they were unionizing
Yeah.
or trying to unionize. Do you know these motherfuckers said, fuck your little ass union and shut the whole shit down?
Oh my God.
Right? How fucked up is that? Very much so.
I thought they were
I thought so too. But you have to remember they're owned by the same people as Aldi and they're German. It's just a fact. I didn't say nothing hateful.
Yeah.
They're European.
From
the German region.
I support and we support all people who are fighting the good fight.
Same.
Protesting, especially in the writer's strike.
We
I
support over here,
realize-
Jaden XD.
Yeah, support these corporations giving you your fair share and what you are deserved to be paid.
Word.
Corporate greed is ridiculous. It needs to be, knocked out.
Yeah. Because the money that some of these companies have to do some of the shit that they do is asinine.
Yes. Spread a little of that wealth across our communities to what? Help us all grow. So yeah, your week Broadway Black. Yes.
Yes, went to Broadway, went to Little Shop of Horrors. That's where I'm going tonight anyway, so I'll report back. And then it was just a lot of like work and fraternizing with my sisters. You know what I'm saying? Friend Equal was in town, and so we got to meet up a few different times so that we could, get our sister fill time. And it was lovely. It's been nice. It's been nice. It's been calm. I'm settling back into, let me not say calm. Actually, I graduated.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Hello.
We remember all the times we had together, and as our lives change.
That's why, you know what? I didn't even bother to do it on Jane NXT because I knew I was like, I would tell you here in person. But I was like, she would probably forget.
I definitely did. I graduated this week. It was actually a very hectic week now that I think about it.
Yeah. I want to tell you in person. Well, this is in person, but congratulations. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you very
You know,
much.
you walked up there that you didn't want to be there anyway, but I was like, Jade.
That was evident.
Yes.
My mother is, I've gotten in trouble my whole life. My mother would fix your face. And she's pinching my sides because I'm not very good at that. It's not that I didn't want to be there. I'm proud of myself. Were
those particular people you disliked, like the professors, or the people that gave you the thing?
No. The man who initially I had to interact, where I had to give him the thing, he had to announce my name. That motherfucker is rude. He used to walk through the hallways and it fully ignore everybody. And when I say not a good morning, not a head nod, not an acknowledgement of just passing another human being. And it was just very strange. So when he was the one, I was like, fine, you don't give a fuck about nobody here. But everybody else sitting down was fine. I didn't have no issue with none of them. And two of them were my teachers and they were great. Marcus Samuelson was there. He was our keynote speaker in an outfit.
He always wears an ensemble.
Oh, baby, let me tell you something. He's like, I'm gonna get these creative wilds off, nigga.
Yes.
I would get this off because I have to get these fits off, and I'm constantly in the kitchen. So he was our keynote speaker, and then we also had Chef Orlando Soto, who was another speaker. He was really awesome. He has a cute little sense of style too, but he was a speaker as well. So, it was my first graduation. That's why I did it. I said I was going to see this all the way through for myself. This wasn't for literally anybody but me. And so I made sure that I saw it all the way through. And I am proud of myself for that.
Hell motherfucking yeah. Well, we're all proud of you here.
Yeah, thank you. And I thank you. Thank you to everybody who sent well wishes and love and congrats. And I'm grateful for every single message and everything that came my way. My phone. So that particular day, shameless plug, was also the release of episode 4 of the Black Kitchen series, which was focused on veganism, which is really awesome. And I had 2 really dope interviews that came out that day. Getting Grown came out that day, which just so happened to be an interview where Kia interviewed me. Remember last week we interviewed Kia, and then I graduated that day. So I wanted to throw my phone, but I'm also super filled with gratitude. Super filled with gratitude. All my people logged on and watched via the private YouTube, and I'm grateful for my village, and I'm grateful for the extended village of everybody who supports. And then the rest of y'all can go to hell, if you don't support. I'm just playing.
Real.
You're already in hell.
But how was your week?
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
Really work-related, heavy things. Not necessarily bad, but just a lot of stuff going on. Retrograde has been dragging me by my eyelid. But so far I'm maintaining.
Good.
Like there was one day where none of my electronics worked.
First of all, we had 2
computer
back-to-back eclipses and a retrograde, which specifically a heavily affected Virgos and Geminis. I was like, that's why I lost my wallet in El Segundo, because...
Oh, yeah, that's definitely it. But it's been hectic, wild, but, everything was okay. I'm going through this thing where people are concerned about me because I don't go outside. Now, I do go outside.
I know.
I go outside often. It's just I don't go out at night.
Yeah.
Gays don't understand that.
I see what's happening here.
It's I think I work so hard to get to this place where I don't have to like have a full-time gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my ultimate goal and dream for that was like not the fortune, fame, because I don't have any of those things, but it was the freedom to do what I want at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with me going out and being a hot boy, at 11 p.m. I want to do the greatest shit. I want to go to the mall at 2. If
Same.
I want
or like
to.
the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I understand like there's a lot of, with friendships you have to it's work and you have to like put in time and
You ain't
effort,
got to do nothing but stay black and die. Like what?
Fair enough.
No, I'm just
But
playing.
I
I'm just playing.
but I'm also, it's like a lot of gay centric activities happen to be at night.
Okay.
And a lot of them also, and I know I'm in a rare case where I'm not everybody as privileged as I am to have the freedom to do this shit during the day. But I don't know. It's LA. Nobody's at work, so I don't really get it.
Also, because shout out to is it Fried Chicken and Caviar? I started following them not too long ago on Instagram. Black Lady Duo in the kitchen.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
yes.
They do brunches now on Mondays. I saw.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Because I told Chris Rogers, I said, this is the type of shit I'm talking about.
Right? Like, should I
Brunch
find
on
myself in Detroit on a Monday, nigga? I'm going to their
Yeah.
brunch.
Yes. Like I don't have to have a nighttime experience. I also don't have to have an experience in and around alcohol either. Which is also a big thing with night, because when you go, nobody's trying to be sober at night. So it's
Depends
it's
how I'm
rough for
shimmying
me.
that night. But I also I don't need alcohol to have a good time. I enjoy cocktails, but I don't need to I don't need to drink. I enjoy wine.
Yeah, like when I tell people I don't drink as much as like I cut it down by 99%. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I went out with a new homegirl and yeah.
What?
And and she was I was drinking wine. I realized we were just talking, and I had realized I had 3 glasses of wine.
Oh, that'll
Shout out to
get
Z-Biotic.
you. That'll get you.
Yeah. Yeah. I realized I was talking and the wine was gone. I was like, oh shit, I had 3 good glasses of wine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's as far as I go. Shout out to Z-Biotic.
Oh yeah, shout out to Z-Biotic. Get you right on through the day. Or through the drinking day. I will also, for those who do not imbibe, you know what I'm saying, but clearly are not triggered because you listen to this show, if you're listening to this right now. My homegirl, Amina Imani, who also, happy Mother's Day to Amina, is a hilarious, relatable comedian.
Let me tell you, I just found her.
Oh, yes. That's who used to braid my hair back in the day.
She is a motherfucking hoot.
I had a hard time for 20 because I miss weed the most. When I was high, that's when I felt most successful. Yeah, you believe anything you tell yourself when you high, all right? I was on vacation for 3 weeks.
Amina is sober now. She doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But she also has humor around not drinking, not smoking, but it's not judgmental humor. So I was in her comments laughing at her because the bitch was hilarious, as you just heard from the clip. And she was like, sis, what you be thinking about when you be high? Because I used to be blowing down when she used to be braiding my hair. She wouldn't do it, but I'd be like, you good back there? She's like, yeah, I'm good, sis. So I love Amina. I love Nasir, her son. Amina is my good sis. Make sure you all check her out and support her. She is doing hilarious things, and I see her on the uptick. It's definitely happening.
Yeah. I enjoyed her comedy. I actually found her on YouTube because I watched the Comedy Seller stuff on.
Yep. Yes.
Like and then I found her on Instagram, and yeah, she's dope.
That's my girl.
But yeah, I'm trying to think anything else that happened to me this week. No.
Did you used to do that? Did you used to do that when you were a kid?
What?
You didn't used to do that?
No, you would think so
Oh.
because I'm an only child, but no.
Actually, no, you wouldn't do shit because you were like a 43-year-old only child.
Yeah, like you know what I did at like 8?
What?
I read.
I know you did with your legs
I read
crossed.
the paper. I did. I was reading the newspaper.
Meanwhile,
Like,
I was not.
Like I was watching an episode of Frasier the other day, and I was like, "Yo, this was my favorite episode when I was in school." And I'm looking at the date of it. It's 99. So here I am thinking I'm in high school watching it, when in reality I'm in the 7th fucking grade or 8th grade, excuse me.
Yeah, I was
to
like,
yeah.
but yes, that makes sense.
I was like in
that
the
makes
8th grade.
sense.
But I'm like, yeah, I've always been this way.
Meanwhile,
feel
I
like
was
this is
listening
the
to
most
Hot
childlike
Boys
I-
and being a wild Thornberry.
No, I've always been like a.
You were fucking Manny from Modern Family.
I definitely was. Yes, that was me. I had a set of martini glasses when I was 12.
All right, well, it's time to pay some bills. Thank you so much for tuning into Jaden X, the longest intro ever. You can catch us here just about every Friday in your earphones. Do people still say that? In your earphones, and you can, if you miss us, we're always here. You can also head on over to the YouTube, where it is free 99 and you get recaps of 90 Day Fiance the other way, the first 15 minutes of most of the shit that we put on Patreon, and sometimes releases of old content. If you can spring for a little $9.99, you will get your money's worth over at the Patreon, because we do extensive bonus content, lots of recaps, random conversation that turns into bonus episodes, live watches, and so much more. Is where the real chaos lives. And make sure that you like and rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Please keep your 4, 3, or 2. They are useless and we don't give a fuck. But for those who sincerely love us and support us, we thank you. And now, Claude, hit it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I have entirely too many things to do and don't have time to be stuck on the couch all day because I had a couple cocktails the night before. Holla if you hear me. Well, let me tell you, Z-Biotics is the answer that we have all been looking for. Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. So here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. And Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. It's designed to work like your liver, but in your gut where you need it the most. Just remember to drink Z-Biotics before drinking alcohol. Drink responsibly and get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow. So I'm away right now for spring break with my family, as you know. And after a few days, I might have made the decision to have an entire bottle of wine once they went to bed. But I also made a decision to take Z-Biotics before I drank that whole bottle of Pet Nat. And guess what? I was up and ready for our hike the next morning and every other family activity on the agenda, okay? Give Z-Biotics a try for yourself. Go to zbiotics.com/JXD to get 15% off your first order when you use JXD at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Just remember to head to zbiotics.com/JXD and use the code JXD at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, Z-Biotics, for sponsoring this episode.
Welcome back. We're doing something we have not done in a very, 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 very long time.
Just a little teaser of it.
Yeah. A little trepetizer, if you will. We bring to you Alternative History Facts, Black Mother Edition. I also want to mention that this is the 394th episode of Jaden XD. So we're on a countdown to 400. We have
Right. Yeah.
6 more episodes to go.
400
Get
is such a
ready.
random number to celebrate. I don't.
But that's like 400 weeks. Although that's not 400 weeks because we haven't. I don't.
God damn.
Napa know-how.
You see, this is why niggas need to go to work in the middle of the day.
Yeah, exactly. This you could always tell the economy bad by how many times you hear a ripping and roaring of a
A
dirt
rough
bike.
rider.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. But here we are with alternative history facts. I'm very, very excited because we have not done one of these in like years.
Yeah, and XD refused to read me his. He refused
First
to even
of
tell
all-
me what they were about.
First of all, let's talk about how we were supposed to do this we were supposed to do this a long time ago and didn't happen. And then this week you're like, when I said no, you were like, no, let's do it. I said, okay. So this is you. You.
You're welcome.
Yeah. But I
All
did have
right.
fun doing this. I missed doing it. It was a good time.
So XD wrote 2 and I wrote 1. So I want to hear what you wrote. I'm very fascinated because you said you did something, took a turn. So I want to see what you did.
Okay, I'm going to read you my shorter one first.
Okay.
A cup of proper coffee and a proper coffee cup. Okay. Anyway, you ready?
What?
I was preparing. I was doing a mouth technique so I don't fumble my words as much
Okay,
as
what
I
is it? A
typically
proper
do.
a what?
A cup of proper coffee in a proper coffee cup.
A cup of proper coffee and a proper coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
This-
I'd like to see, there you go. I'd like to introduce to you Doctors LaToya Wright, Gwendolyn Jenkins, and Lavada Washington. These illustrious women paved the way for us Black people in STEM. In the early 90s, after a whirlwind weekend of debauchery at Freaknik, these friends from their suite at Harriet Tubman Triangle would soon discover an equation that would change the landscape of how we listen to audio today. On the way home from the trip, LaToya was randomly in the holidays mood. She dug into her friend's tape organizer and pulled out a Christmas tape. Bitch, it's March, LaToya, and don't touch shit else in my fucking car, Gwendolyn said in true Gwen fashion. Nah, this my shit. You know, he sung the fuck out of... Wait, Lavada interrupted. You turned off public announcement for this nigga here? We don't even fuck with him like that. Lavada was clearly disgusted and was over the trip. All of a sudden, it clicked to them. Note after note, they all frowned and looked at each other, and all made the collective Black woman, I'ma find out, faces when they got back to campus. They got to work. After many hours of tapes, both audio and video, the ladies discovered and honed in on an amazing fact. These are the scientists who gave us the tools to differentiate between Big Luther and Little Luther. The tool, butter.
What? What the fuck? That's the
This is why I didn't want to tell you. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to tell you what they were.
I hate that's how you ended it. The tool butter.
I was fucking tired of writing.
Oh my god. Big little. Ooh. Ooh, what's your debate? Whether or not the skinny Luther Vandross or the fat Luther Vandross are the same person? Oh.
They're not.
Jennifer Lewis, no, they're not. Excuse me, Miss Luther is not the same as Superstar Luther. Don't you know that, Luther? It's just not the same. It's not the same.
Completely different people.
That was incredible. Okay. All right, number 2. Go. I'm ready to hear it.
Oh, you want it right after? Okay.
Wait. Do we need to take a break? Do you want to do a couple songs?
No, I thought you were going to share yours.
Oh, I can do that. We can do a sandwich.
Or we can share a couple. Or we could do a couple of songs and to get in the mood, and then we could go to yours.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, let's break it up.
Yeah, okay. So you give me a couple of songs and things. It's like it's like produced by like VH1 and Mona Scott Young. You know. Remember that Mother's Day special they did? No, remember that Mother's Day special they did, and they made Mary J. Blige perform in front of Casey Haley.
See that?
Or Casey Haley. No, Casey Haley performed in front of Mary and her mama.
That's a special sect of hell.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'll give you. So let's do some Mother's Day, but make it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I have odes to all kinds of people in my Mother's Day playlist. But I thought it only right because, you know, Beyonce has started her worldwide tour of sitting down.
Yes. Yes. The sit down tour.
Yo,
she
Beyonce,
stole from us.
It's me.
She stole from
I would come out there too with a little shimmy and shuffle. Let these niggas dance. That's what I'm paying them for.
Yeah.
Like, it just got your D for me. And they got your D.
Y'all do it better than I do anyway.
Right.
So you motherfucker
I just want to stand to the side and like sing the song and shout y'all on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All that matters as long as the vocals on, it don't matter.
That's it. Yo.
I said the same thing. I was like, that is a true Virgo queen. Like, y'all better just...
A true Virgo queen. I too want to do a sit down tour. Can't wait to do it. So
yeah.
So I thought in honor of her hitting her first stop in Sweden, which also, never mind, I'm gonna leave that alone. I was like, I had a theory that also she is, you know, saving all her love for other places. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. It's always, even every tour, it's we gonna.
Now I know allegedly she might be having a knee problem, which also like same, but you know, make it back. So you know, it could be a number of things, but also if she just decided to make this Beyonce sit down tour, I am not mad at it.
Remember, Mariah had a whole tour where she didn't walk.
Hello. And she is still standing. She's still strong.
Yeah.
So
she didn't walk for like 3 years, like on purpose. So,
right. Lift me.
Yeah. Walking, I don't know her.
Wait, what was it? Cat Williams had. He said he got a 16-year-old in a stroller, so with a cigarette in his mouth, talking about push it faster and say. Yeah. That's what my gonna be called, the Push It Faster essay tour.
Yeah.
Woo, shit. But I said I would start off with her husband.
Okay.
And that's Smile by Jay-Z featuring Gloria Carter.
Large draft picks, my name did not get called. Bet before I go, I put $1 billion on the board. Hall of Fame, hope I did it all without a pen. Y'all knew that was coming, I had to remind y'all again, huh? Flying paper planes through the projects. Now the whole project's on my check. Now you see the real.
Oh, yeah.
And Stevie Wonder. Good morning or evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. Ooh. So yeah, Smile by Jay-Z. That's the first one on my list.
Okay. That's very sweet of you. I'll be kind here with my next choice.
I knew you was gonna come with some. I said his Mother's Day playlist is about to be trauma and negativity.
No, it's not. I just felt like we need to be more inclusive and include all stories, which is why I included Brenda's Got a Baby by Tupac. song.
I mean, it is fitting for the occasion.
It is. We need to include all mothers, regardless of how, who, what, when, where, or why.
So Brenda's got a baby. Abe, roll a clip from Just Another Girl on the IRT. Not at the end where they went and what?
Control Alt Delete that shit.
What?
Dragged that baby to the
baby
trash.
in the garbage. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did Tyrone take the baby to the hospital?
No, I told him throw the baby out.
You did what? Uh-oh.
Basil, no. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That should have been a portion
horrible.
of this episode, Exceptional Black Mothers. Because when Basil got bit by that rat and she said, we've got to go find another way of life.
Listen,
Mamas make a way
Oprah
out of
was
no
a
way.
pioneer.
Yeah.
She made it known and clear that she was a mother first.
Yeah,
And needed to protect her youngin'.
it's true.
So she moved to the project.
Well, in the name of more inclusion, because we know that birth mothers are not the only people who are mothers. You've got aunties. You've got different types of aunties. And I don't know about y'all, but I had an Aunt Dot-like character in my life by Lil Kim and Lil Shanice.
I look at you in my all pink ski mink suit.
Yeah, nigga.
My Aunt Dot left a Glock and some blood on my sheets. Told me clean the shit up, then she hit the streets. Even though I'm her niece, she copped me a piece. Whack ass caliber, nickel plated with the salads. The what? She don't know I like my guns pretty, like my boy Castor.
I hit my Aunt Dot.
Yes.
Yes. So Aunt Dot by Lil Kim and Lil Shanice. It's next
Yeah.
on my
Although,
list.
a question: was Lil Shanice just auto-tune Kim?
I
Because
think
was
so,
like, who the hell-
but I was
Okay.
like, I don't know. So it wasn't Shanice. I like your smile, Shanice.
Oh, 'twas not.
Mm-mm.
No.
Flex
No.
Alexander's wife, Shanice.
No. 1-on-1.
Silent prayer, Shanice.
No. No.
They're like mad churchy. Did you know that?
Yeah. I learned that when she started doing cooking videos.
Oh
and
no.
and then
Did the
there's
food
always
look
like
good?
it's a viral I have this theory called viral video to own pathway. Like it's like a pipeline. Like you do a cooking video and then you end up on Black Love. It's true. So that's how I ended up finding out that they are in the word.
Yeah, they are. They are of
Which,
the word. Yeah.
Well, they had to, because you have to. Flex Alexander has to repent, and you know why.
I do.
That Michael Jackson debauchery.
I'm sorry.
You got to devote your life to Christ after that.
No, he needed a check, and that was evident later on as we found out, because you need to blame the powers that be who created this movie and then cast him as Michael Jackson. They are the real problems here.
Who's the Pat Houston of the Jackson family?
Exactly. Oh, we knew that was what?
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 The OG till he died,
What?
nigga. Even from beyond.
I'm sorry, we know exactly who that was. What you mean that ain't no secret?
Joe runs the true Iron Curtain.
There was a whole 2-part series called Joe's Tirade, and it debuted on NBC or wherever the fuck. We know who their terrorist was.
That's true. At Reapy. But because Reapy was bitter because she had to take care
I
of-
know, because Janet's
Yes.
baby.
Y'all smoking up in
Who
here.
y'all smoking up in here? Jada XD's Patreon. Jada XD's video content.
It's
Woo,
smoking.
y'all smoking up in
Smoking up in
here. My hair braider. Woo, y'all smoking up in here. I should do a whole series.
My
on
imaginary
TikTok.
friend.
Woo,
He's
y'all
smoking up in here.
Trill. Woo, y'all smoking up in here. I need to get fun on my TikTok. I just don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's just so much. It's so much. Give me one more song.
Oh, I want to keep with the theme of of aunties for a hot second, and so we're gonna go with Auntie's Wooden Leg from Alice in Wonderland because like you know how like you have an auntie with a mustache, or the one with the hairy legs, and they always want to be the most affectionate. I just thought that would be a nice dedication. Auntie's Wooden Leg.
Auntie's wooden leg, Auntie's wooden leg. We'll paint bread, we'll call it Fred or Ned or Ted. Auntie's wooden leg, Auntie's wooden leg. Everybody said it was well and truly dead.
Okay. My next song has nothing to do with the content, but just the title of it all,
Mm-hmm.
You know how like sometimes we're in like we're not necessarily vibing with our moms like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially in those formative years. And sometimes you go at it,
Yeah.
and so my next song is Mask Off by Future.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, mask on, fuck it, mask on, mask on.
Because sometimes you go to blows.
Yeah.
Fuck it, mask off.
I mean, he says chase a check, never chase a bitch.
Yeah.
Sometimes the bitch
Like
is
that's
your
some
mom.
shit you would. Yeah, like I imagine teenagers now throwing bars at their parents from Future songs, like or Ice Spice.
See, that's if Noah
Like imagine like your son or daughter coming and you be like, I'm not listening to you because we're both from the Bronx. We both dirty. Like, I would not know how to do.
We both from the Bronx, so I know that you dirty.
Yeah. That's when you hit him with. That's when you punch him in the chest. See, that's when gentle parenting.
Hard stop. You know what I'm saying? Like Noah came up to me the other day. She's like, "Look, mommy, I'm almost above your shoulder," and I was like, "We're entering to that territory."
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing you're sweet.
Yeah. If you old enough to come to me as a woman,
that's what I'm saying. What? And I'm a woman to woman. You.
Okay. Look at us keeping up, traumatic traditions.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can make it sweet, black butterfly sail across the water. Tell your sons and daughters what the struggle may bring, nigga.
What the struggle may bring.
If you keep bringing the struggle to me.
If you keep fucking with me.
Woo.
What's your next song?
Let's see. I want to keep on with my my good nigga tunes. One of my favorite rappers featuring one of my favorite aunties. All That I Got Is You by Ghostface and Mary.
Oh.
All that I got is you. And I'm so thankful to meet you. All that I got is you.
Pretty Tony.
Pretty Tony. Oh, I missed the Ghostface Chronicles. I really missed those. That was such a moment in time. But yes, All That I Got Is You by Ghostface and Mary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's do a couple more songs and we'll take a break.
Okay. What you got?
My next song is this is shout out to moms who like when they get off of work, they like Like as soon as they get home, they go in their room and they close the door for 30 minutes.
Hi. Hi.
Monica's don't take it personal.
Oh.
Just one of them things. Don't take it personal. Just wanna be all alone. Take my treatment. I wanna take some time out to think things through.
Baby, baby, baby,
Swing back
baby,
mood
baby.
to mood is not because of you.
Mm-mm,
like
mm-mm.
it can be if you
can
don't
be.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
You know.
You know,
But
and I
it's
just
one of them
sometimes and it
days.
teaches your kids that it's okay to take a beat.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
it's okay to have some you time to
Yeah.
get yourself together.
And to not project. It teaches people not to project on other people. Don't take it personal. It's just one of them days.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It teaches you how to, take that on and carry on in your other interpersonal relationships. Although some
Monica,
people don't take
because you know
cues.
she's a great mother. And
Yeah.
this was a foreshadowing. You know what I'm saying? I want to take some time out to think things through.
Yes.
Those are
Being
that's,
extremely communicative.
yeah, and intentional about how you
Yes.
want to communicate your message.
Mm-hmm.
Not having to respond immediately. A wonderful lesson of a song, actually.
Monica's always been giving us, teachings, lessons, parables, if you will.
Mm-hmm. And a nasty yow. Like she's just
What's your next song so we can go to Oh my God.
I think I want to go with Outkast. She's Alive from the Love Below album.
Boy to raise at a young age, no help from him, but she's alive to be made strong.
Love hater.
Not that could be a different type of mother, but I'm hard to hang a song to hang. No help from him, but she's alive. A lovely song.
Lovely song. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Now at 11, Mama Said Knock You Out. Two teen girls throw down in an after-school brawl that ends up on YouTube, but it's one of their mothers that's now ended up in jail. Good evening. I'm Jamison Eulis.
And I'm Linda Hurtado. Chris Martinez is live in the newsroom with more of that video and what the mom is seen doing on the tape. Chris, do tell.
And we're back. We're having a Mother's Day extravaganza with music and song and
story
and
time.
Lyric. Yeah. It's time for your story because I already went.
Okay. Story time with Miss Jade.
Miss Jade. Miss Jade.
Can you imagine me hosting a kid's story time?
Yeah, I can actually.
Siéntate, little niggas, and let me tell you it tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it.
Rhonda Delaney of White Plains, New York, was a girl about her business. She made straight A's, had an after-school job down at Robert's Endless Sale for furniture with hidden compartments, and was saving up enough money to send herself to secretary school without debt. She didn't bother anybody or instigate any mess. She just drank her water and minded her business. Raheem Washington, a young man from Detroit, moved to town with his slick tongue and promises of a fancy life. Rhonda got caught up in his nigga-like savoir-faire, let her guards down, and got pregnant. As you can imagine with a description like nigga-like savoir-faire, Raheem did not stick around. Footnote, you can learn more about Raheem Washington in the song Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
Mama just hold her head and say, Papa was a rolling stone, my son. Wherever he laid his hat
Rhonda did not let that deter her. She finished high school, became a manager at Robert's Endless Sale for Furniture with Hidden Compartments, made her way through secretary school pregnant, and eventually began doing all of the accounting for Robert's Endless Sale for Furniture with Hidden Compartments, all while raising little Takia. Little Takia started school, and it became taxing on Rhonda to race out of her office job, go get her from school, and bring her back to work, where little Takia would do her homework on the dining room tables with a built-in bench and sleep on the bookshelf that converts into a sleeper sofa. Rhonda started... I'm sorry.
I cannot believe. Okay.
It's an ode. Rhonda started noticing when they got home how responsible little Takia was. She would heat herself up dinner when Rhonda would be too tired and always made sure the stove was turned off. She would lock the door as soon as they came in, and she would take her bath and brush her teeth all on her own. All examples of Rhonda's exceptional mothering skills. She had a bright idea. Takia? Yes, Mama. You're so responsible and so careful. And I know you're getting tired of sitting up with me at Robert's Endless Sale for Furniture with Hidden Compartments. I'm going to give you a key to let yourself in after school. But Mama, I'm 8. Yes, you are, but it's the 80s and I got to go to work. A couple of rules.
So bad.
A couple of rules.
It's the 80s and I'm alone.
Don't answer the door for nobody. Don't tell nobody I'm not home ever. If you answer the phone, I'm in the bathtub. You come in, you make a snack, you do your homework, and you watch TV until I get home. Okay, Mama. Rhonda handed little Takia her key on a string and told her to wear it inside her clothes until she got home around her neck. This plan worked out swimmingly for months, until the authorities got wind from her hating-ass neighbor Earlene that Rhonda was leaving little Takia at home alone. They planned a sting. When Rhonda got home from work one day, police and CPS swarmed her with blue and red lights and a bullhorn. Rhonda couldn't believe it. I am not a criminal. I am a single mother who has to go to work, and the babysitters are too damn high. Just then, every mother in the neighborhood began coming outside to Rhonda's defense. I'm a single mother too who has to go to work. Arrest me. My husband and I both work, and Timmy has to come home alone sometimes. Arrest me. It was a roar of shouting of mothers who needed to go to work. And just then, Rhonda threw the first house key. And all the mothers threw house keys, and the authorities left. And Home Depot was very busy the next day making replacement keys. And so we honor Rhonda Delaney, Black mother and lead activist for Latchkey Kids.
Back some today, some Wednesday, most next week. But a lot of parents have to leave the kids at home before they get home from work. And that can be difficult. There is extended day, but some kids do have to stay at home by themselves. What are the rules? How can you make sure your child is safe? How old is too young to be home alone?
Oh my gosh. That was funny.
Thank you.
That was funny. That was funny. Oh my gosh.
That is my
Not
alternative
Takia.
Black mother history fact.
Okay. Okay. That was good. I have one more.
Okay. I'm excited.
Me too. Okay. Me. I'd like to tell you all the story. One of inspiration, import, and some other $10 words that begin with the letter I. A young boy from the east side of whatever place you think has a rough east side was doing his best to fit in with the children of his new neighborhood. You see, his family recently moved to the east side after his parents both lost their jobs to the war on waist trainers. It's a thing. Okay. Things were tough. He tried to play ball with the local boys, but he was just too short or he couldn't play too hard because the shoes he wore were to last him until the end of the school year. One day, he woke up sick and tired of being sick and tired. Man, I hate poverty, he said to himself. All of a sudden, he looked to the left and he saw a caramel apple sucker he won from the school-wide readathon.
Yum.
Fun fact, he was responsible for everyone's pizza party that year, but I digress.
Oh.
A light bulb turned on. Aha! In fashion of his favorite artist, he holds the sucker up and looks in his mirror and says to himself, "Ah, nigga, I'm about to sell water to a whale." The next day, he ran to CVS and purchased a bag of those suckers with the money he pulled together, found in couches and in the wishing well at the mall. Hey, he's 10. He began to sell these suckers at 10 cents each. Needless to say, business was booming, and so was his social life. He was getting attention from the boys at school. They all wanted to be his friend. The girls saw him a little differently, if you know what I mean. The confidence in him began to shine bright like a diamond, and so was his Minecraft wallet. Meanwhile, his mother, Brenda, was a stickler for education, but was at her wit's end since the family was in dire straits due to the waist trainer debacle. However, she saw it to it that her children were fed and looked after like a true Black mother. She had a schedule. She shopped according to the budget she set and coupons available. A true Virgo queen.
Mm-hmm.
The kids had free lunch and dinners were typically all the things a typical 10-year-old hates. However, one Thursday, Brenda picks up her children like she normally does, and as usual, they pass by all the fast food restaurants the kids dream about. "Hey, yo, Ma," with his newfound confidence.
Mm-hmm.
"Can we stop and get McDonald's?" Brenda, "You got McDonald's money?" "Yes, I do." Brenda confused. She didn't know what to do in this situation. This was irregular, and this was not in the Black Parenting Handbook. Brenda responded the best way she knew how, with Black mother deflection. She paused and said, "You better get one of your little friends because I ain't the one." That's the story of Brenda Lewis, the first Black woman to say that she wasn't one of your little friends. And you know who that little boy was? He grew up to be Emmanuel Lewis. Webster.
I had to bite me a shrimp on that one.
Very good. He used two tropes. Very nice. Very nice. See how you did that too. Very good.
Yeah. Had to get you because I knew I was like, nope. Swerve to the left.
Because you knew
Deflection.
you knew I got the McDonald's money, and then you hit me with another one.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Woo, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
What's some more tracks, some more beats?
Yeah, let's identify a few more. Who's next? You?
Oh yeah, it is me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes mamas be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So my next song is Matchbox 20, Unwell.
But I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now.
I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know I heard you can tell.
I don't. You know, when they having their moments, sometimes we don't care in the moment.
And I don't mean on some like traumatic, like losing Isaiah shit. I mean like going on Facebook and believing everything they read.
Yeah,
you know,
or
that
like
type
telling
of
you
stuff.
that stomach acid can kill COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
not anything like serious.
No. Or like when they make those memes that we talked about where they're setting themselves on fire on funeral programs. But it's really like
Yes.
their version of art.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sometimes we give our mothers a hard time. And we need to apologize to them later in life when we reflect on all of the things that we've done. And one young man to do so, in a heartfelt pinned message to his queen, was young 21 Savage. And the song is called Letter to My Mama, Letter to Mama, Momma, in which he talked about stealing the neighbor's car, pawning people's things, and all likes in between.
October 92, when you pushed me out, it was only right that I made a song about you. Ain't no telling where I'd be if I went without you. Wish I would've stayed in school, but I dropped out. You taught me how to be strong, gotta give praise.
Accountability. It's the way.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm sure she appreciated that melodic tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
British Queen.
British Queen.
My next song is for, we can't leave out our friends who go out with their mothers to the club. Because that is a thing, of the Jerry Springer or Maury ilk.
Bernice and them.
That community. Yes. And so sometimes there may be a little turmoil because sometimes mama might be hotter than daughter, that kind of situation. So my next song is Friend of Mine by Kelly Price.
Shut the fuck up.
She used what she knew. She lied. She did. And left me confused.
Please shut up.
The Bernice community, they can attest and
She
affiliate.
slept with my man.
That's
You
a
did
lot
say it
of-
was a Mona Scott Young production.
I told you. Yeah.
I'm
Mama,
over here
a Mother's
being
Day
sweet,
special.
and you are being chaotic.
I'm being inclusive.
You are.
Sometimes chaos. Inclusivity is chaos.
Yes, you know what? We do have to be inclusive. So I want to honor those who have lost their mothers. And I think a beautiful song that can be dedicated, and it mothers, big mamas, grandmothers, aunties, mother figures. Billie Holiday's "I'll Be Seeing You."
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
I think that's such a lovely, beautiful song.
And my next song is kind of geared toward like mother figures. Because sometimes, it may not be your mama, but sometimes it's somebody out there that gives you the swift, chin check, titty, cornbread, the stuff that you need. But A Rose is Still a Rose by Aretha Franklin.
Never knew I'd hit her. Steal a honey, then forget her. Now the rose is gone. She was a
rose. It's still a rose.
Yes. Even the video, that's what it's about. She's helping. I mean, she told Elise Neal not to fuck with Q-Tip because he a hoe.
She did.
And she big fat did it anyway.
She did.
And then to prove and say, I told you so, Aretha was sat in a park with Changing Faces, Amel LaRue and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
And pointed at her and said, you're a slut and you should listen to Ain't Ree. And then after a while, she tried to be, try to keep up with the other girls on 2/5.
Yeah.
And she realized that just wasn't her bag. And so she went over to the open thing that's across the street from Rice High School. That's not Rice anymore.
Yep.
And then, she sat and she got rocked by Aretha Franklin in her chair.
Because the aunties stay rocking. Did you know that in addition to Aretha being hateful, so is Anita Baker?
My fave is an old battle axe because I see how she canceled that shit with Babyface. She said, "I'm going to sing alone."
She also apparently got into it with a Disney Channel kid on Twitter. One of the three daughters. What's the movie with Idris Elba and the sisters?
Oh,
and
she a little.
Well, she said her mother said hi to Aretha Franklin, to Anita Baker. I don't know where they was at the passport agency. I don't know, at the supermarket. It was somewhere running errands. And they was like, "Oh shit, it's Anita Baker. Hey, Auntie Anita." And she's like, "Don't be saying my name out loud." Which I can relate to. Like, don't be calling my name in public.
Don't make it high. Even if I'm famous or not.
She going back and forth with the Disney Channel kid. The little girl who played Uma.
Her, Chanicia. Yeah. Apparently, she did the same shit to Luther Vandross. They're supposed to do a duet together at the Grammys, and at the end, she was like, "I don't want to do it with him," and so she did it by herself. Her and George Benson.
Two hateful queens.
I'm like, she is a battle axe. I know she is. She is R&B Shirley Caesar.
And I thought that was
talent.
Aretha.
No, talent, and it's always the people that are like, you can't deny they talent.
And we should have known. And listen, this is not despair. We love Anita. We're gonna always listen to
evil.
Anita.
She just hateful.
We can relate.
Yeah.
We're not evil. We just hateful.
Hateful.
But you can tell because of her wig be disheveled.
Oh, absolutely.
She was probably going off on somebody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has the typical Detroit I'll go off at any moment if need be.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's about that action.
She's like Cash Doll Senior. You know what I'm saying?
They're the same age.
No. I knew you was going to. I just want everybody to stop lying to me.
I'm tired of people pissing on my shoes.
That's all it telling me that it's sunshine.
It's like, stop telling me. I know she was here.
Don't piss in my milk and tell me it's Cheerios, nigga.
It's not. You got to be upfront with me. I can take it. If you 45, it's cool, girl. So am I.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's do a couple more.
Okay, so in honor of the little girl from Disney Channel going back and forth publicly with Anita Baker, I was like, "Oh, you really try? You out here being a vigilante for your mother? I live for it, even if it is against Anita Baker." And so my next selection is "Proud" by 2 Chainz, YG, and Offset.
Oh my gosh.
Cause my mama ain't no hoe. I was running up a check, put the homies on the desk. I was fucking up the boy, I ain't never do the vet. That's some why she's from the game. Yeah, do you for the check? And you know I'm gang, cause that's the only thing I rip. Hey, mama, when I leave the house, it's for them dollars.
I just want to make my mama proud. I want to make my mama proud. That's my jam, actually.
Let's see that.
Mm-hmm.
The next song is a song that I hate. And I put it here because, I'm sure you liked this song before I say why I hate it. But, I'm here to ruin things. XD ruins the universe. So a
You are
song
a
for Mama
villain.
by Boyz II Men. I hate that song. and
You
that's my
know
next
I hate that
selection.
song. You know I hate that song.
Taught me everything and everything you've given me. I always keep it inside. You're the driving force in my life. Yeah. There isn't anything or anyone that I could be.
Because I don't like. You know how I feel about like viral inspirational music? Like I don't like never would have made it. I hate it. Like I don't like shit that niggas can relate to. It's strange, I know, but I know I'm the problem.
Yeah.
And I don't need anybody else to explain that I need to be a part of the solution. However, a song for Mama always, what's that for
Soul Food.
Soul Food,
Mhm.
right. And it's just like you talk about all the things that your mama like did for you. However, she's up here dying of like
Right.
hyperglycemia. Like, you know what I mean? Like her sugar low when you talk about, look at all the things you did for me.
But
Get her some help.
Right.
Get
Take her to the
get her
dialysis.
nutritionist. Yeah, take her to dialysis and maybe a sandals vacation. Like, I don't, get her some cinnamon. Bring her sugar down. You up here, mama.
I just don't like Boyz II Men like that. I'm not gonna hold you. I just don't. I don't like. I don't like. I don't.
Mama, you're the queen of my heart.
I don't like watching Wanye sing.
Your love is like he gave himself CTE. That's crazy. like self-induced CTE. Talking about I got neck problems, nigga. We know.
We know, nigga. Only nigga do is self-induced whiplash.
Yeah. How you get CTE? You was in sports? No, I sang.
No, I sang. I sang for me.
R&B actually.
Started off with doo-wop music and then I moved to R&B.
To doo-wop to R&B. Now I do classical. I sing with Michael Bublé.
And I've named all my
Or
kids
Charlie
Wanye.
Which
It's
why?
fucking crazy.
That's what you call
crazy.
CPS. That's what you call Child Protective Services. People want to talk about
Cause I already listen. It gave me a lot of pause when George Foreman, when I realized all his kids' names was George, or the foundation of it was George.
Do you remember that they had a television show? George Foreman?
Yes, I do.
And that's all the kids were named George on there. And I thought that
Everybody's
was
named George.
I thought that was the joke. Like I thought that was like a joke on the show.
No.
And then later I learned that
No, all their names is George or Georgette or
People-
Georgina. But I
people who
can't
box
talk too
should've
much
named
shit
their
because
children.
of the Earl curse in my family. And there's at least they was named after their daddy. Like Earl cursed my family, but there is no original Earl. I told you.
so Earl's just a name they liked. and they
I don't know. It's like they just picked one out of somebody's asshole and slapped
This is what we're committing to.
it. Name
Earl
all
is our family name.
All the boy folk give them the middle name Earl. That's a curse. Like I'm like, please break
So is
this.
everybody like all the girls are middle name Marie?
Hell no. We didn't get cursed. It was just the boys.
And
Mm-mm.
oh, okay.
No, we
Well,
didn't get the curse.
my next song is very sad. Not because the content is sad, is because of well, it's Whitney Houston's "My Love Is Your Love," and why it's sad is because you have Bobby Christina in it, and then Whitney's not here, so it's like, damn. But yeah, My Love Is Your Love. But this also reaffirmed my idea that I don't like children on songs. Because, okay, so earlier when Jade called me before us to record, I was listening to R&B. I love whatever on Spotify. And Fabulous by Jaheim came on. And I was like, I hate this song.
You know what? You know what? You're right, because I'm gonna tell you, and it's really fucked up because it's like killing animals when you come in their space. But the Arthur theme song is just fine with just Ziggy Marley. But when them kids come in at the end, they fuck it up.
You don't need Timmy and Susie on the track. Like it makes it weird.
Like they're like, hey, I'm like, nah, it was fine when it was just Ziggy. It was a vibe. Y'all
Listen
came
to
in
the
and fucked
rhythm.
it.
Listen to the beat.
The rhythm of the street.
Rhythm of the street.
Open up your eyes. Open up your ears.
Open up your ears. Yeah, like it's a lesson. It comes from the heart. Don't put kids on the song.
Believe in yourself.
That's the place to
See how
start.
they came in interrupted. He was like, believe in your. She like, believe in yourself. It was very. And I say, hey. Chaos. Kids be fucking shit up.
But like at the end of like I can't say I hate Bobby Christina on this song because it's like sing mommy and it's like
I know because
but
that's a very like isolated,
a very niche type of thing. But like
because none of y'all don't go listen to Blue.
Fabulous.
Like y'all don't listen to Blue.
No.
Y'all don't listen to
not at all. They skip Blue. They skip Heaven.
They do.
They don't listen to the shit that had that Jay-Z had when she was fresh out the womb.
No.
They don't listen to that.
Nobody's listening to any of that. And you know you're not. And I have a kid and I'm not listening to it.
No, again, I told you, I have an issue with songs dedicated to children and children that are on the songs. Fabulous by Jaheim. It sounds like Children of the Corn are singing on it.
Don't hate on us. We're fabulous.
I hate Zion for obvious
reasons.
I
hate Zion. Now the joy.
How come we didn't even talk about Praz being a Chinese informant?
Wait, okay, hold on. What? Because I told you about when he used to come in the grill?
No.
Oh God.
No.
Okay.
It's so odd because I saw him for Crystal's birthday. Me, Fatima.
Let's take a break.
We saw
and we're gonna have
yes.
and we're gonna end this. It could come back and end this thing going out.
Okay. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, some news just breaking to us in the last couple of minutes. A former member of the Fugees has been convicted of 10 finance-related federal charges, including money laundering and campaign finance violations. You probably remember the Fugees, 90s. Pras Michelle, he was part of it with Lauryn Hill and Wyclef Jean.
And we're back. So when I used to bartend in a grill, Pras used to come in with a black hoodie on and sit at the bar with like the foulest attitude. And he was cheap. And he would come in and do that thing where people try to act like they don't want people to say nothing to them, but they're drawing more attention to themselves.
Yeah.
He was the weirdest fucking nigga. And all I could ever think every time when I tell you, I never once was like, oh, you. No. When I realized that's how he was acting, I was like, what do you want? I don't like, what do you want today? Like, what do you want to drink? And all I could think to myself was, you are the spare tire of the Fugees acting like this.
Yeah. Spare member. Like, would have never thought, between you or somebody random from Black Eyed Peas, like interchangeable, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, nigga, Chinese informant.
What? So what? Hold on. Let me look this up. I'm sorry. Why is 50 Cent the one exposing this? Curtis.
Why does your Google automatically go to nigga content? How come it didn't go straight to news?
Racist.
Not CNN. Not Politico. It went straight to You Got That New.
It went straight to Hip Hop DX.
Yeah.
It said 50 Cent airs out Fugees Pras after FBI informant confession. I knew this fool was a rat.
See?
Wait. Pras is facing 22 years behind bars on charges of conspiracy and falsifying records. Revealed earlier this month that he was indeed an unofficial FBI informant regarding China's efforts to extradite Chinese billionaire Guo Wendui. The bombshell confession came while Praz was discussing his relationship with Malaysian financier Jolo. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like,
I knew this fool was a rat. 50 wrote in his scathing post. I'm glad I never fuck with this guy. Why does mine go to nigga shit though? That's the bigger question here.
Right.
Oh wait, okay. Yahoo News, Rolling Stone, Complex. Thank you. That is crazy. I did not know that. It's all over the news. How do you even get mixed up in that kind of shit?
Cause listen, you know all them hip hop niggas be doing like that's how like Chameleonaire and shit be like he's
Cryptocurrency
a zillionaire in tech.
But he's like smart with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got like, or be like, you know, RZA and go open a movie theater. Like, why do you have to do that?
Yeah.
See, I knew his spirit was wrong when he used to come into the grill. Me and Tristan both used to be like, that nigga's off. I'm like, he's just bitter because he's the spare tire of the Fugees. No, it is because he knew his impending inevitable doom.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exactly that.
Your spirit has been tainted for some time. Well, that's a way to end the Mother's Day episode.
Oh yeah, well I have one more song.
Let's do one more song each.
You know,
All
we can't have a Mother's Day episode without this song on the playlist.
Okay.
It is the Black Mother song of 1990. It is a classic. Regina Bell's If I Could.
If I could, I would help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears, babe.
I'd erase you from the sadness of your something.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the part of life I gave you isn't mine. I'll let you grow. But I'm gonna let you go. If I could.
Keep you taken from the hungers.
But I know that I could never cry your tears. But I would if I could.
I'm surprised. I thought about you the other day. Have you been annoying your family with the cornbread challenge?
What's the cornbread challenge?
What's
that? Like cornbread as in our drag queen, or cornbread as in
no? It's a singing
skillet?
challenge, but
Let me see.
Just look on TikTok cornbread challenge.
Okay, hold on. Tiki Top.
Chris hates when I try to do it. Oh,
cornbread.
Some of us are vocalists. Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to. Cornbread. Oh, it's about to get ignorant up in here. Woo!
Oh my goodness. Your last song.
Oh, which direction do I want to go? Do I want to go like Hotepi, or do I want to go like soulful? I think I'm gonna go with the classic. Since you ended with the classic, I'm gonna end with a classic.
Okay.
And it is the Spinners, Sadie.
Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Place no one above you, sweet Sadie. Well. Living in the past. Sometimes
Sometimes it seems so funny.
Early one Sunday morning, breakfast was on the table. I think that's the way to end this.
Absolutement. Thank you all for tuning in. Today was a fun day. I hope you all have a safe and healthy and wonderful weekend and or Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And until then, bye.
Adios.
Yes, we're moving